about what's going on with the A7FL. I got my boy Derek Duncan on the line right now. I'm on ComptonPolitics.a on TikTok. I'm on YouTube on Compton Politics AI on YouTube. I'm probably gonna go live on something else. I am the general manager, head coach, everything else right now for the Compton Accelerators. That's what you see my hat. I'm coming bring my boy on the line to show everybody that I'm serious about having this professional football team for California, Los Angeles, the West Coast. It's called Compton Accelerators, and it's just real. It's just real, and I think I have to do this type of stuff to show people how serious this platform is for our community. You know what I mean? It's a lot of open. It's not just only for football players. There's a lot of jobs. You know what I mean? We need people to serve the Gatorade, the water, the towels, the just to come help at the concession stands. I might get trucks to come out. You know what I mean? I need locations to have the football stadium. I need the whole shebang, but I want to do this tonight just to put together and show people how serious this is. Just my brother from another mother. He's a division. He's gonna tell you who he is, and he's a powerful brother. He's been to this 7-on-7, no helmet, no shoulder pads, football on a national level. It's all over the world, really. And I'm gonna let him explain who he is and how we came about.
You're not lying about the all over the world thing, man. I've talked to folks in Fiji and Jamaica and the Netherlands, have sent them all uniforms and balls so they can start their own leagues out there to help get things going for them out there. So we're trying to blow this thing up all the way. But yeah, 7-on-7 tackle football with no pads and no helmets, the way God intended, right? Originally, the NFL, when it was put together, guys weren't wearing pads or helmets. They eventually started the leather helmets, and then it turned into the big helmet, and then all the other pads. And suddenly, there's all this madness happening. We took the other route and decided to just legislate the head out of the game, make it a 15-yard penalty for lowering your head or for hitting somebody in the head or hitting with your head. And our game is just safer as a result and a lot more interesting, and I would venture a lot more fun. But Murph came to me, said, "Hey, I am super interested in getting a team going in California." And we sat together, and he said, "Look, I want to base it out of Compton because that's the heart." And I said, "I would love that. I got Compton in my heart anyway, so that's good." So, welcome to the A7FL for the 2026 season, Lorenzo Murphy and the Compton Accelerators. I'm super excited to have you guys in. We were finalizing the schedule today, so that looks like it's going to drop tomorrow or Saturday. Uh, there's one team in the LA area right now, which is the Compton Accelerators. The other five teams out west are in Vegas, so they'll be playing a home game in Compton and an away game in Vegas, alternating weeks. Season starts March 15th. We got a bunch of events leading up to that. We got a rugby nines event that we're participating in 2 weeks on the 27th, 28th here in Vegas at Allegiant Stadium, where the Raiders play. Uh, Coming up this weekend, there's a beach football league tryout on Santa Monica Beach. We were going to have a game out there this Saturday, but they decided to push that to the 7th. But there is a tryout for the BFL. So if you guys want to play 8-on-8 tackle football with no pads and no helmets on the beach against A7 players, they're looking for people to try to compete against our one of our teams in Vegas that's going to be traveling out for March 7th. So they're trying to get people together. Coach is going to go out there and do some recruiting and talk to dudes as well. So should be a good situation for everybody in LA who's missing that football bug to get back into the thing. I keep telling anybody who's listen, you got high school kids who just finished playing their high school senior year, still got the itch. You got college guys that just finished JUCO, their second or third year, they still got the itch. You got college guys that just finished year 4, still got the itch. There's lots of people looking to be recruited and found to keep fighting, keep playing, and stay healthy. We got guys anywhere from first round draft picks in the NFL to guys who have never played, didn't even play high school football in this league. So we go from the absolute best of the best to people who are still looking to figure out how to play this thing. So No matter your talent level, there's a spot for you in this league. And if you're serious about football and you want to have some fun, you're serious about the exposure that the A7FL brings, you should hook up with my boy Lorenzo Murphy here. So I don't know how much you guys know about the A7FL, but all of our games are streamed on YouTube with broadcast team. I encourage you to go to a7fl.com and check out some of our streams. Go to the YouTube channel, A7FL on YouTube. There's 15 years worth of videos and product up there. I would encourage you to watch the most recent championship game between the Insomniacs and BIC. Scratch that. Go to the last year because we actually won the thing. But you can look at this year's. It's fine. But last year's is better because we won. But yeah, like
So
Lorenzo
can you
said,
break
man.
it down? How many teams we have? How
Yeah,
many
so
teams we have? How many teams on the East Coast? How many teams on the West Coast?
so it's 6 teams East, 6 teams West. So pretty balanced thing. Vegas has been in the league. This is our 5th year, so we've been in the league for 4 total years so far. We won the championship 2 out of those 4 years. So we're pretty excited that we stepped into this thing, and for a while we thought we took over, but obviously we didn't win last year, so we don't own the whole thing outright yet. We still trying, but now the accelerators are here. Maybe y'all can get that spot for us. Yeah, but it's 5 teams in Vegas, 1 in LA, 4 in Jersey.
Yeah, we're trying to take that Los Angeles. We're gonna get together, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, so back east, there's 4 teams in the Jersey area, 1 in Kentucky, and 1
That's
in Virginia.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, okay. And like I said, man, I'm trying to build my.
Hey, y'all, I'm not sure if we lost Lorenzo, but I'm just going to keep going here. I'm not sure. My first time on his app. So, but yeah, a7fl.com. It's 7-on-7 tackle football with no pads and no helmets. Games are on Sundays, starting in March 15th. Game times usually 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock for us West Coast folks. 3-hour time difference for the East, so their games are 1, 4, and 7. Registration's open right now at a7fl.com/players. Players, as soon as they sign up, they actually get a NIL page where they can start raising money for their own income. It's $125 to join, unless somebody sponsors you, right? Which is what the NIL thing is all about. So we have this website portal that you can just take and share your page, put your own highlights, put your own pictures up there, your own banners for whomever's sponsoring you, what have you, and share that around so people want to sponsor you. It's a really good feature that not a lot of, hell, I would say I don't think there's any of the sports leagues that do it like we do. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's a team fundraising page as well. So, if you a sponsor looking to give back to the community and take care of a team, I'm sure Lorenzo would love to get your support. The registration cost is $125 a person. The roster size is 35-man max, 14-man minimum to have a team, 12 on game day minimum to start. Every other week travel is what we're looking at right now. We take off holiday weekends, so no conflicts for Mother's Day, Father's Day, Memorial Day weekend, Easter. You don't have to worry about fighting with the family about I got to go play football. We try to keep it family for everybody. And Lorenzo's coming back on. I pretty much said the whole thing, but we'll get back into it. The league has been around. This is our 12th season as an overall league. Like I said, this will be Vegas's 5th year being involved. Started in the Northeast in a league called Town Beef. It was some guys from Trenton, New Jersey, some guys from Allentown, Pennsylvania, I believe it was, and a couple other cities around the area would get together and ball out on Sundays. They did that for 3 or 4 years, actually longer than that, before they took this thing public and made it a league that you can buy shares of. So they're doing things the right way. It's built foundationally strong where it can survive regardless of what the situation is, regardless of what the league money looks like. It's all predicated on our organizational skills, and the organizational skills are great. We got great announcers, great streaming. So I encourage you guys to go check out those games and, get familiar with the brand of football. The rules are online too, a7fl.com/rules. It's basically college rules, but no, I mean, you can't use your head in college either. So I guess that makes sense, but you can't make contact with the head and neck area of of any ball carrier, regardless of whether he's the quarterback or receiver or whatever.
Right.
1 foot in is a good catch. Our throw offs instead of a kickoff are very unique. We do what we call the 3-on-1 throw off. So it's 3 guys throwing the ball to 1 guy, and then 1 guy's try to get past them. We call it the most exciting play in all sports because it's amazing to watch. There's actually a video game. If you guys are on Telegram, go to Telegram and look for the A7FL mini game. It's all based on the 3-on-1, and it's a lot of fun. No, man.
Man, you know what, man? Go ahead.
I was gonna say LA was big in this thing before we got here. So LA had the Aces, they had the Santa Monica Vibe. The Aces actually made the playoffs and went out to the East, and we're a rock solid team. There's a dude named Billy who was running the Aces for a while. Solid dude, great running back, one of the best athletes in the league. But they didn't come back. I don't know, the last couple seasons. I don't know if Vegas was just too strong or what the situation was, but LA had taken a step away for a bit. It's time to come on back. There's a lot of guys with a lot of talent in the Southern California area, obviously. With the schools down there. It's just it's ridiculous. And we can't wait for you to really get involved and put your head down.
Come together. And that's
make this thing happen, man.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm just trying to just build it from the ground up. And that's why I want people to see how serious I am that's saying about this football team that we have in Los Angeles. NFL will be over in a moment. This will be a backdoor off of that. It's very hype. It's a hype sport. These guys are serious. There's a lot of ways of being marketed and making some money for yourself. If you're a talented athlete, it's easy for you to be sponsored. Like in high school rules, and these guys get watched and marketed. Like how does that go? Because a lot of people ask, do you get paid? You know what I'm saying? So
so we don't have a pay vehicle as the league. Each team is able to pay guys or not pay guys. It's all up to each team and how they're set up. There's some teams back east that have a financial setup. There's one team in Vegas that has a financial setup. I mean, the pay's not huge or anything like that, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of opportunity to make money on your name, image, and likeness, the NIL deal, if you are really that dude. I mean, if you are like that and you got fans, you can make money with us being like that off of your fans, right? You can sell merch or just get donations or ticket sales or whatever it is that you have available to you that you're trying to market through. You can use the league to get it out there.
Okay. What are the fees? What are the fees? So some people ask that. I want you to say it so they'll know.
Yeah. So
the horse's mouth. How does that process work?
Player registration fee
or registration day.
Yeah, player registration fee is $125. You can just go online and do that on a7fl.com/players. The uniforms, you get those on your own. We're not responsible for those, but if you need a uniform connection, we have those. One of the team owners, the team owner out of Kentucky, is actually a uniform supplier, TPG Sports. They did a good job. They did a good job for us last year. A guy named Anthony Tolliver. So that's an option for you, but it's $125, and that's it as far as the players are concerned. You have a question?
And when the season is How does is it a Super Bowl? Is there a championship? How does that go? What is the playoffs like?
Yeah, so the season starts March 15th. We go 7 weeks of regular season and then 3 weeks of playoff, with the playoffs ending, I want to say it's June 12th, with a championship in Las Vegas, is the way it's currently set up. The championship was in New Jersey last year. The Final Four will be held in New Jersey this year. So teams that make it to the Final Four from the West are going to travel out to Jersey to play the two best teams from Jersey. Last year, Jersey flew their two best teams down to Vegas, and we made it happen down in Vegas. So we're returning the favor and going back to Jersey with the Final Four this season. And the championship winning team gets $25,000 cash.
Well, I mean, can I ask? Usually, what do a team do with that funding? Is they sponsor and give it to a nonprofit? Do they support it? You know what I mean? How do they break? I mean, I don't know. I just want to know so people be asking me these questions, like
Look,
you know, Super Bowl.
everybody I know who's won that money is going right in their pocket. people paying rent with that money. So yeah, I mean, you could donate it to charity. I mean, it's your money. You do whatever you want with it. But you know, it depends on how it's set up. The teams where they're paying guys, they're taking the money and keeping it for themselves because they paid you to play. You don't get that money, right? The teams that are not playing guys, you're playing for the love of the game and the opportunity to win that 25,000. So invest $125 in yourself. If you got a team of 20, y'all bring it home $1,050 a piece. It's not too bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty dang good.
Or is that $1,250 a
What else
piece?
I'd like to know? Well, you know, I am the Compton Accelerators, everybody, and he's the reason why Compton Accelerators is the reason why I brought him up here. I do have a team. I'm looking for coaches, players, even cheerleaders. You know what I'm saying? Because we could use that in LA. We can be Predator Pros with cheerleaders. I don't know. I'm just looking for the community to come together on this module that we have. You know what I mean? I know it's not going to be easy, but at the same time, I know that there's a lot of, like you said, there's a lot of football players in Los Angeles. There's a lot of football players, you know, that want to play. What do you think what it's going to take for me to be able to get this real? I'm just saying, you know, just a question for me to get it really, really started, like in a way to where everybody can be excited about what I'm talking about.
To see a game, honestly, once people see the game actually played, the whole thought process around it changes. That's why I'm encouraging everybody to go online and check out the existing games that have been played. Seeing it live is all you need to be like, yo, I can do this. I mean, you got multi-millionaires that just finished the NFL season playing flag football this coming Sunday for the NFL Pro Bowl. And, you know, we play tackle football with no pads and no helmets. And it's amazing. And all of our guys love it. So
what is the injury rate? What is the injury? What is the injury rate? Is it a high injury? Is it a low injury? What's the percentage of the injury? Because everybody said, "Oh my God, no tackle, no helmet, there's no pad." Man, them dudes out there getting hurt, and I'm like, they don't get hurt.
You're right. You're closer to right than they are. The situation is because people are not wearing armor, they don't run full speed at another man and try to take him out. They break down and make the tackle the way you're supposed to. With all that pads and armor on, people try to run through people, and that's just not possible when you're not wearing pads and helmets without hurting yourself and the person you're trying to tackle. So we understand that. Everybody playing the sport understands that. Everybody that plays rugby understands that, and it's virtually the same thing and the same type of tackling. So, but to answer your question, our metrics show that we have about 80% less serious injury per man per minute played over the closest version of tackle football, which is either high school or college or pro. So very, 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 very low level of incidence of serious injury. Obviously, people are going to turn ankles and jam fingers and, you know, twist fingers and all the stuff that you do in any sport, even volleyball. So there's no way to protect you from that. But we don't have anywhere near the head injuries that you see in the NFL. People are smacking their head on the ground with a big helmet, driving their head into the ground and messing their brain up. You know, when you fall to
Right.
the ground without wearing a helmet, your head doesn't hit the ground because your body holds up like this because you know that you're falling. You don't have that heavy weight on your head to smack to take. So we end up with less injuries that way too. Just physics.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
We don't
Yeah.
have helmets
They
making
was
the
asking
head
that.
accelerate to the ground.
How many divisions is it? Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4 divisions? How many divisions is it? How many? You know what I mean? As far as east, west, northwest, northeast.
So we got Midwest, East, Vegas, LA. Now there are other
Okay.
divisions that have division owners like myself, but they are not operating this season for one reason or another. The Ohio division had been pretty strong the last 3 years, and their players jumped over to Kentucky this year. I don't ask questions. We just show up and play ball, right? So it's all good. It's all good over here. As long as there's good competition and we still get the platform of being on YouTube with our announcers and everything looks the part, our guys are super excited to play because we got influencers that are playing our game that make more money off of their IG than they do going to work every day. So uh, we are a great platform to launch your influencer background. I mean,
Yeah.
if you tell us what your IG handle or X handle or whatever platform you're using, you can put that on your jersey, right? As long as it's not something foul where it's not allowed to be in the public. But everybody, you
Right.
can go
Right.
on
Right.
your name on the TV screen. So every time somebody sees you do something, you can get a follow on whatever your social media platform is.
Okay. Okay. How big is the following? How big is the following of Ace?
Well, if we're just talking social media or quantifiable metrics, we're right around 900,000 overall followers between the four major platforms, so YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X. Uh, I think we're pretty strong on TikTok too, but there's roughly 900,000 between those three, or between those five, excuse me. Uh, we've had viral videos that have gotten over 6 million views, so people are seeing us whether they are subscribers or set up to like us or not. So we're pretty excited about that. But as far as quantifiable metrics, there's like 900,000. And since we seem to have lost Lorenzo again, I'm just going to keep talking. Uh, yes, we got 5 teams in Vegas. We got the runner-ups for the championship last year, the Insomniacs. Our number 2 team last year was Sick With It. Yes, the same name as the fellows from the Bay Area. We have the Silver State Stealth, which is a team that will be competing in the BFL on March 7th out in Santa Monica. Then we have the Las Vegas Gold, which is a team run by Jeremiah Reeves. And then we got the Las Vegas Hunters, which is Coach Ray. And then to round out the division with our 6, we got Lorenzo Murphy and the Compton Accelerators.
Check it out, y'all. I'm real about this. I'm serious about this. I need the community to come join me. If you football fans, if you coaches, if you just want to be a part of, just be a fan. You know what I mean? Log on, connect. If you know some young men from 18 years on up, they can be 5'5", 120 pounds. They can be 6'8", 400 pounds. There's some big guys out there. Ain't no little guys out there. These dudes is really playing for the base.
Yeah, there's some slight dudes too. You got to have your skill guys. We got a couple of little scat backs out in Vegas. We got we had a very, very, very skinny quarterback for a while too. That was fun to watch. But yeah, I mean, it takes all types. When people have pads on, everybody looks to be about the same size. As long as you're not 300 plus. But without the pads, people know exactly what you look like, and that's a good thing for us, right? We get the actual guys have the attention level of basketball, but playing football without all that equipment shielding who you are. Now you can put on a ski mask or something if you want to shield who you are for whatever reason. But if you're looking to grow your platform and be noticed and be seen, we do that. And then every single game is streamed, so we got film, and immediately after the games, immediate cut downs where you can go into our platform and pull all your highlights from the game and say, look, here's my highlight reel from today. Who's looking for a wide receiver? Who's looking for a quarterback? I went off for 6 tuds and 360 yards today. Check out my highlight reel. And you can just press a button and generate that. It takes about 10 minutes. No extra work on your side. You go in, click on your name, say all my positive plays, generate, take that highlight package and put it out. Very, very simple. There's nobody doing that the way we do it. I'm telling you, this league, the way we set it up, is the best way to get your name out there in sports. Period. Besides, if you're in the NFL or NBA, clearly, I mean, you got billions of fans. It's different, but. Looks like we lost your audio again. Can't hear you. I can't hear you. I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you if you can hear me. All right, y'all. Well, I can't hear Lorenzo, so I'm gonna go ahead and say goodnight. I appreciate you guys tapping in and listening. If you have any questions, I'm easy to find. I'm all over social media. I'm Mr. 247LV or at A7FLNV like Nevada. That handle will get you to me. I respond to all messages except for people who are looking to try to sell me jerseys out of Pakistan. I'm done responding to those folks. But anyway, thank y'all for being here. Lorenzo, thanks for having me on. Y'all have an amazing night.